experiences. And that is why we chose not to auction, collected our money and moved on without caring what impact it would have on the sector. Unfortunately for the finance minister, unfortunately for Ghana, we in the Ministry of Communications care about the impact of decisions taken on the growth of the sector. And so after analyzing the nature of our telecommunications sector, it was clear that if you auctioned the spectrum, only one or two entities will be able to acquire it. They will roll out the network at their own pace. And if 4G was introduced in this country in 2015, and we still have only 15% 4G penetration, and we auction 5G, within the next 10 years, we will still be hovering around 10% penetration. Is that what this government or this country wants? No. We want to accelerate the pace of access to telecommunications to every Ghanaian, everywhere in the country, regardless of where you are. So the best vehicle that the government thought would enable us to provide this service to all Ghanaians within the shortest possible time is to set up a neutral shared infrastructure company. And that was set up following the policy decision taken to auction it. And that is why it is a new company. However, who are the partners that, or the members of the consortium that forms NGIC? And I think that's where the conversation should be going. We have Ascend Digital Solutions, which is the only company I know in this country that is setting up and managing shared infrastructure, i.e. our rural telephony network, in conjunction with two Chinese companies. They are the only local company that I know of that are currently operating and managing a shared the shared rural telephony network. KNET is also the only company that I know that is operating a shared digital terrestrial broadcasting platform for all TV reception in this country. That is what influenced the choice of these two companies, because they have proven track record in operating and managing shared infrastructure. They have also invited all mobile network operators to be partners in the consortium. So every mobile network operator operating in this country has been invited to be part of the consortium. The conversation started with some, and it's continuing with the rest of them. So no mobile network operator in this country will be left out. They will all own shares in NGIC. Other private investors who've also expressed interest will also be part of this consortium. The government of Ghana will retain a small percentage in this consortium. There is a reason why we chose this model. And based on our experiences with rural telephony, where the government rolled out the infrastructure, and the network operators are utilizing it to provide services in areas where they would ordinarily not go, we are hopeful that this would also lead us to, within the next 3 years, expand 4G coverage from the current 15% to 80%, and that will be a record on the continent. We are the digital black star, and so we do things differently. Is this infrastructure being set up at cost to government? No. Government is not paying for this network to be deployed. The consortium will look for its own funding, and I'm happy that they've chosen reputable technology partners that will deliver a best-in-class, world-class, cutting-edge technology for us. I'm not sure there's any network operator who's using Open RAN in the country currently, and NCA can educate me. None. So this would be the first time that we're using Open RAN technology in this country. In addition to that, the kind of technology that they are bringing is also scalable. So you increase it as your capacity grows, depending on your need. And so it is not being done at any cost to government. The cost of the network deployment, I believe that sums are being mentioned in the area of about $200 million for the initial rollout. I stand to be corrected there, but they did a presentation to the NCA and gave them the full rollout plan. Is our legal framework robust enough? Absolutely. We have the legal and regulatory framework to guide the deployment of mobile networks in this country. And where the NCA feels that it needs to upgrade or tighten the space, I'm sure they know what to do. I believe the representation of the media in NGIC, I'm not sure the media is represented in the rollout of either 2G, 3G, or 4G networks. So I'm not sure why they should be interested in being part of the rollout of a 5G network, unless something has changed. I stand to be corrected, though. This is a mobile network infrastructure that is being rolled out for the use of all Ghanaians. Now, if any media company, I've said that private investors are welcome to join. If any media company has the funds necessary to contribute to the growth of NGIC, I'll encourage them to talk to the consortium, and I'm sure they will be accommodated. However, they have to be ready to pay for their inclusion. It will not be free. Contribution of the media in policy formulation. Our doors are always open. I haven't received any brief from the media on any subject that I have ignored. So if the media feels that they have something to contribute to this space, please feel free to welcome it, because we do encourage interaction with stakeholders, including the media, and we'll take whatever you bring on board into consideration. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Honorable Minister. I saw a lady's hand up. If you still have a question, if it's been asked. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Unless I see another hand, I take those to be the last set of questions. Okay, fourth question at the back. Okay.
Okay. My name is John Awuni. I represent Kesben. After the Mandate landmark agreement in Mumbai, www.telecoms.com, which is a UK-based telecommunication portal, captioned the deal as "Where others have failed, Ghana is trying to make an impact in that shared network." And then they cited an example of Mexico trying to do a similar shared arrangement, but they failed woefully. So what makes Ghana's agreement, or Ghana's shared 5G agreement, what will make it a success? Because they cited an example of a failure that occurred in Mexico with regard to the same scenario. Thank you.
Thank you for the question.
Okay, so I'm Timothy Ngembe. I report for the Daily Graphic. I just want to follow up from what the minister said about government's country in the sub-region to set up this infrastructure. Can some West African countries or some African countries tap in?
Okay, Honorable Minister, please, I'm Alfred Ninson from Network TV. Please, given the increasing embrace of 5G technology, I'm curious to find out if the ministry is partaking in any steps that can protect Ghanaians against electronic pollution, because this emergence of 5G also has other side effects of it. And we Ghanaians, especially our pregnancy women and our adolescent women, are also supposed to be cared for, because it has a lot of issues with our health.
Are you asking whether there are cases of pollution?
No, I'm trying to ask the embrace of 5G network technology in Ghana. It comes with electronic pollution. So I want to find out if...
Is it a fact? Do you know for a fact that all the countries, including the 16 African countries with the 5G, have reported cases of technology. What did you say again? Electronic pollution.
Good. So I wanted to ask
are there cases of that sort? Do you know that for a fact? Or you are asking whether there is something like that?
No, I'm asking if like the ministry in a way are putting measures or steps that can protect Ghanaians from electronic pollution, because it's 5G and we know 5G comes with a lot of disadvantages.
No, the question is based on the premises that one, you know 5G comes with electronic pollution.
Yes, please.
And I'm asking whether you know that for a fact.
Yes, I know that for a fact.
You know that for a fact?
I know that for a fact.
From where?
From sources. They said 5G.
Okay, let's leave it at that. Okay, thank you for the question. I think there were another hand up.
Okay, Honorable Minister, I am Samuel Nyumabo with ABC News Ghana.
Please.
Okay, I'm Samuel with ABC News Ghana. I have only one question. I want to know, I think a month ago, NCA approved Starlink's to operation. They approved for Starlink to operate in Ghana. I want to know, where does Starlink lie in this NGIC's network? Because we know Starlink is coming with a satellite broadband. Where do they lie in this?
Thank you for the question.
Good morning. My name is Clangston. I work with Asasi Radio. My question is, I want to find out from the Minister whether the NCA wrote to all the authorized license holders to participate in the process.
Please, can you speak up?
Okay, so I said that I wanted to find out whether the NCA wrote to all the authorized license holders to participate in the process. Thank you.
The Minister said they've had engagements with some of them, and it's a continuing process. But the assurance is that they are engaging everybody, and they want everyone to take interest and shares in this SPV. Yes. Okay, so I take that to be the last question. I will invite Honorable Minister back for her responses and final comments.
Where others have failed, can Ghana succeed? Absolutely. If we look at the failures of others and say because of that we will not try, that just kills innovation. So you learn from the experiences of others in crafting your arrangements, and that's exactly what we have done. So we intend to not just succeed, but to blaze the trail for others to follow. The thinking globally is that shared networks are the way to go, and because of the manner in which it reduces costs for the operators. And so we need to demonstrate that it is possible, and it is. Government will have less than 10% shareholding in this company. The company will pay for the use of the spectrum, whatever assets government has that it wants to utilize, it will pay for the use of it. And so we would have continuing revenue from many multiple sources from it. Can other countries in the sub-region tap into this shared network? If they want to, and there is capacity, I don't see why not. It will be a commercial decision which the operators of the network would have to take. And for me, it even helps accelerate the integration of the continent, so in our sub-region. So if they want to, I don't see why not. That's why I said there's a lot of interest being shown in this network in the world of technology, because it's a trailblazer and it can be a game changer for rolling out technology on the continent. So a lot of interest is being shown in it. And that's why so many of the technology majors are interested in partnering us to deliver it. Instead of competing with each other, they want to collaborate to show that it is doable, it is possible. And so we're all very, very excited about it. When it was launched in India on Monday, over 100 networks across the world carried it. And so it is of great interest to everybody. On this question of electronic pollution, we have a member of the Radio Regulations Board of the International Telecommunications Union in this room, who happens to be the Director of Engineering of the National Communications Authority. If anybody knows about the impact of our radio networks and possible negative impacts on it, Reverend Frianko should know. So I'll ask him to come and answer whether indeed your fears are founded, well-founded, or are baseless. Is Starlink connected to NGIC? Not at the moment. If they want to be part of this consortium, I'm sure they would have the necessary conversations with the right people. And the Honorable Minister for Information answered the last question, so I can only say I concur. Reverend Fianco.
Good morning. When the gentleman asked the question, I was wondering whether he was worried about e-waste. But it doesn't seem that is his question. But 5G is going to use, I know that some years back there was some rumors about even 5G causing COVID and all that, but those are totally baseless rumors that came out. So 5G is going to use radio frequencies similar to what we are using for television broadcasting, what we are using for mobile, what we are using, so what you've used for 2G, 3G, 4G is similar frequencies we are using for 5G. So over the years, we've had these radio frequencies around us. There are international standards in terms of the level of radiation that comes from it. There's an international body called ICNEP, and they have values that, and at the NCA we have electronic EMF, electromagnetic field meters. We go around to take measurements. For a very long time, all the radio towers that we have around here radiate far below what the ICNEP values are. So we are very confident. We live here. You see, it's not like we are doing a network for some people. We are also inside. If there are health risks, my wife and my children are also at risk, and we wouldn't, encourage such things if they really pose. So I don't think anybody should be worried. Nobody should be concerned about 5G coming to damage pregnancies. Yeah, you should rather eat well. Thank you, madam.
So, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, I think the future is bright for our country, and we're hopeful that as we also blaze the trail towards cutting-edge technology on the continent, we'll also demonstrate that not all the news that comes from Africa has to be dark and gloomy, but we can showcase innovative technologies for the world to emulate. So we're all very excited at the manner in which we're rolling out 5G on the continent. It is new, it is different, it is tailored based on our own experiences, and we know that it will solve multiple problems for us. I'm excited at the prospect of nationwide high-speed broadband connectivity for all within the shortest possible time. And that's the promise that NGIC hopes to deliver. I'm also excited at the fact that it is being powered by the government of Ghana and local companies, so that hopefully through this we'll also be growing world-class continental giants in this technology field. Every journey begins with one small step. So I'm grateful for the opportunity that we've had to be able to spearhead this move. It's come after lots of consultations with lots of groups around the world. We've spoken to several technology majors and service providers. Hey, they want me to do tree. Hey, I'm an iPad, no mama. Yo, I shall try. Yo, yes, I'm in country. Into my country. Acquire your first one, yenya network, Emma, ye de boy and bra, a woman mohano. Say, impuntuo abemu, enti ye shall see free 2G, yako 3G, ye yako 4G. Ghana ha, ohanchichemu dunum, epe ena ewo sa 4G no ebi. Na wiase afane nyina foforo bi aba ye friend 5G eno nso so ehye ye networks ni mu ekena crossing ne ye nimu no enti ebibimemu ha amai beye dunsia ena aye sa enya sa 5G ni bi enti yenso so emre aso a Ghana ha yenso so yaye krado se afie yinkwa awie yedie na yenso so yetumi enya sa 5G yibi ede aboye mbra wa ha ebema omo ye video streaming ni ade nyina yetumi aye ne ntam so nyuma ahoro betumi afaso aba ene ye hu se cars bi ne nanam a driver enim oyi driverless cars ni ade niema abafu niema bebre ekoso wo wiase afana mu hanyina ehia high speed internet na omwatumi ediaye 5G ba yansusu ye betumi aye bi ewo yememu ha na enka no nka spectrum mi hu se besi aka no dream spectrum na yedema companies na omode eye sa ye wo networks no nanka ye ton enti ni obetumi atono ni aton ama nanso ye ton 4G 2015 ebepem eneno se dem sika ye no ohanchichemu dunum pe ena etumi use sa 4G ni bi eka ewom enti omoto won bo ba bia ombenya ho mfaso no eho na omode sa abefo nhihye ni bi eko nanso yetumi tremu na eko Ghana ha nyina ebeboa ye manyi impuntuo ni yensikasam enti aban tenase esusu hu se 5G yi yenton ye de bema company enyumaku ahoro omo aka won ho abom se omo ankasa bekwa akope won sika na omo de abayi ye network yi ama network operators wo mamu hanyina etumi ayusu ti se ye si dan no na wo apese otenemu bi no no aba behind dan ni bi nti ehun hia se wankasa bekwa akope osika edi akoto block ne cement ne ho anwan edi asi edan ni yesi ho ama network operators wo mamu hanyina wo a wo pese wotenemu bi no no aba behind dan no na company na yate no eye company foforo aban yes an hihye ise ye nton spectrum no na ye de bema company baako na waye ama ye nyina ye yusu no sa company na ye no omo atonsa frɛ network operators wo mem ha nyina so ma meka ho bi ne anya adwuma no efise ye wie a omo ene be use enti e wo so omo nso so omo ka nhyehyɛ na ye no ho ebie company na yate enye frɛ no next gen infraco NGIC enti eno na atonsa afrɛ obia so omo ma meka ho na omo anya company se kukudam a ewo nimdie ewo saa abefo network yi dwumadie yi mu ewo wiase afana nyina se omo meka won ho no omo moaye na yenye network a edimu esipi esita companies ni bi eye Nokia nyina ye nimu se enka no kra no mo ye phones ene de omo ka serious network equipment manufacturers who are wiase afana nyina omo dimu omo nso agipenie se ombeboa yen na ye de abefo enhihye yi bi aba omemu ha na nya no kwa omo eboa ya ma yesi sa network yi omo so san ba bebie innovation lab wa ha ebema ye mabun no ntete e wo sa 5G nimdie foforo ya ebe ti ye mabun no omo aye electrical engineering ni adeade ompese omo ye adwuma e wo 5G mu e wo Ghana ha ne ebibimam ni wiase afana nyina Nokia beba abeye entete ekuo bi wa ha ebeboa wo 5G ne so kwan ye befa so a ye de bedi dwuma e wo ye memu ha ene ebibimam ha no sa innovation lab no ebeyiye sa nhihye ni bi e wa ha nye niema omu yusu wa amano no nyina na ebehia e we abibimam ha ye nso so niema e ha ye no edi ye nya wa ha sem nye ni nyina bi na edi wo nya wa ha nti ye behwe kwan a ye be yusu 5G no na ye de asolve yankasa ye problems ni bi e we abibimam ha. Another company nso so a omo ne NGIC eba be ye adwuma eye Tech Mahindra eno nso so ye software company kese a ewo India omo ne Microsoft ene ye adwuma pa omo nso so nhihye ni bi a ye hia no abefo de abakra bibi ye friend cloud core network eno omo na omo di mu akotempa we wiase afana nyina ne Microsoft omo di bi eba omemu hasen na yensuso ye de aye ye adwuma no na network ya ye NGIC no enye 5G ne nkoa na omo ye mo aye 4G network nso aka ho na 15% ne pa bepem ne mfie enkron akire still 15% aye gina ewo omemu ha no yetumi atremu akobeye 80% within the next 3 years enti network na omo ye no ebema ye 4G we Ghana ha nyina na asan aye 5G enso so e wa hase ahyemu ekena Tech Mahindra ne nso se so omo ba omo nso omo nya bi wa bibimam ha da ombeba besi entiti ekuo e wa ha ebema ye mabun no ntiti e wo abefo nhihye yi bia e bate se AI artificial intelligence machine learning robotics automation mi hu de mezi aka no twi mu ntimpamcho we de momfa ncheme sa abefo nhihye yi bia e bebe yi ombema ye mabun no entiti ewo mu tinyase omo ba be ton won network na maye no mo asi no mo akokeke but omo hwese ye bema ye mabun ne nsusu ntete ewo sa abefo nhihye ya abai nyina ebim a eno nsusu ebeboa ye yie ewo memu ha ebion another company nsusu a waji peniese obeba abeboa dwumadie eye Radices ne nsusu ohwa wiase afana nyina omo di akoten pa ewo abefo nhihye bi mu ayefre no open run mu omo ba besi boaye na network ye nyasa technology ni bi animu hayia ewo omemu ha na omo partner company bi nso so omo ne won eye adwuma ewo India ye friend no Reliance Jio yeti sa company no emfie nwotwe penie 8 years ago and yeti Reliance Jio enne omo ne network company a super wiase afana nyina nya India nko. It's the largest mobile network operator in the world. Almost subscribers are almost one. Me who say the Messiah can wutri mu mantumu fanchem so we bet me up 477 million subscribers. Mpacho can say wutri. Mumwami. Moti ase 477 million subscribers. And as our company no ewo Ghana yem population 33 million. Into the fatu to home na hwe number of subscribers a omo wo. Sa company na so se Radis se omo beboa yen with technology no. Na nye no nko a omo aboa yen with handsets phones a ne bo ewo fom. Se bi no omo ye wo India amanfo tumi ye adwuma anyone ye adwuma omo nya subscribers bebre no. Enti wo yam phone no omo share adwuma na se omo se afie yi nko awie ye de na omo de sa phones ni bi abrayen wo Ghana ha a ne bo fofofo a ubetumi de aye 4G any 5G no adwumadie ni bi. Microsoft nso energy ho se obne Tech Mahindra ebe partners no mo aboa ye adwumadie no ti ehwe anim se omo nso so ye wontoto ye ni wie a ombeba abeka ye ho yetumi ye sa adie ya na wa rehyem so se ye beye ebeboa ma ye man etumpon ma ye mabu anya adwuma aye said you ba be ma ye ntetie yi oti Ghana ha na wanya adwuma 5G nso afi na maya horo yesi bibi memu 16 pe Ghana be ka ho 17 dunson pe ene we bibi memu omo ye nyina anya obi a na wo sa nimdie no ebie ti ye mabu nya sa ntetie na oti ha na wanya adwuma papa bi ewo ba bia cutting edge technology na won so ode ebo obra network yinso ba ebie kwan bebre ma omo wo sa nimdie no ye innovation ne sa technology ne manema no omo so etumi aye new products and services eno won so betumi akwa use sa network no na we deliver edi ama omo pese woni won eye adwuma no ye network operators ne nso nya afi na omo kokobo ka foforo akob si omo ankasa omo network nyom nyina no mbenya sa ahoden no ye nya sima won a eno ane se okon han kakra na o current existing subscribers no se wunya challenge bia na won so watumi use eno na wo de ama wo services no omo so edi aye adwuma nya challenge nko pese otre wushie mutre wadwuma ni mu a nyafe na wankasa akwa akosi utawa eye hu hia ya isika kwan na ma odeda fa oka ni sisu tua to kakra na fa ko baby apese odeko eno ye feel say yetumi ye fasa kwan ne so a ebeboa ama enkronketwa enkrase baby awo bia obetumi atena ho use high speed broadband network no edi aye wadwuma ti yenim se ebeboa ebibi memu ha we ne edikan a ye ewo ebibi memu ha nyina enti amama nyina ehwe kwan a ye fa so a yetutu sa na moyi na omo so ababa besua afri yen ho eno nti na mesi ye digital black star of Africa ye kire kwan na afoforo enso ababa bedi ekiri amaye yerase Maya de na won play
Oh no, please. Yes, please. We did the Q&A. We did the Q&A sessions, 2 rounds. We looked through and even asked everyone if they still had some questions. They still didn't come through. And then the minister has done her summary, and after she has sat for us to do another one, it's not fair. So, ladies and gentlemen, that brings us to the end of today's presser. Our profound gratitude to the Honorable Minister for Communications and Digitalization and Member of Parliament for the good people of Ablekuma West constituency. Honorable, thank you so much. You've been very engaging. You are always here when something new happens at the ministry, and we really like that, so that we keep Ghanaians informed. Honorable Deputy Ministers, Chief Directors and Directors from Ministry of Communications and Information, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, our friends from the media, thank you so much for joining us for today's presser. Let me use this opportunity to also acknowledge our media partners, GTV, City TV, UTV, Wuntumi TV, Asasi Radio, Netu TV, Oman FM, and ABC News. Thank you for the live coverage and also giving us the opportunity to engage with Ghanaians. We hope to see you very soon. Looking forward to a few presses this weekend and two on Tuesday and Wednesday. So thank you and enjoy the rest of the day.